What's up, guys? Triple Cap here, and we are once again testing out the Funsnap capture. Banggood was kind enough to send me another device, same one but a different one, hopefully one that's functional, and that's what we're going to find out right now. So far so good, seems to be doing okay, no weird angles. Seems to be pretty stable from what I can tell. But yeah, they sent me another one to try out because the first one wasn't working properly and the buttons weren't functioning. This one, all buttons seem to be working properly. I was able to calibrate it. So hopefully it's good. This path to the right leads, it's a little bit of a longer path, but it leads to a little small opening where there's a couple trees, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fly there. But we're gonna try, so that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Alright, now we're recording with the front end camera. Or the main camera. And this is the fork in the road where I usually go, well, I would normally go this way. This time, we're gonna go this way. Video looks pretty stable from what I can tell, and as I'm walking I'm bouncing and jolting, and you might see a little bit of movement, but overall it should stay pretty darn stable. And as I pan around, now this thing has a few features that I will probably never use, so I'm not even going to bother displaying them. The one it's in right now is the primary mode that I'm going to use, so I mean, if it works, the others should work too. But it seems to be working pretty good. I'm not seeing any major issues with the angles. It's holding its level. It's moving nice and smoothly. A little on the sluggish side. One thing you can do, there's a little joystick that lets you point up or down in this mode, and I did use that a little bit. I adjusted it so that it was pointing more towards me, so I don't have to hold my arm in the air to keep it level. But seems to be operating very well. Let's do a little running. Right now I'm running. As you can see, don't laugh at me. I'm running, and I don't do this often, so I'm going to be breathing really heavy when I come back to you. Let's turn it around. Alright, that's enough running. I just stopped. Out of breath. But I'm curious to see how that looks on the video. That's probably the first time that I've ran in months. Not a runner. I need more exercise. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fly at this area I'm going, but I'm going to try. So we'll see. The main thing for today was really to test out this gimbal. Alright. We're back over here towards the opening that I was talking about. Turn it around. Oh, it's very wet out here apparently. Last time I was through here, there was a creek, but that creek seems to be overflowing. Looks a little different. Very icy. Very icy situation. It's not too bad. We're going to try and hold this left side over here and walk through. Sun is very bright. It's tilting. It's tilting. Alright, this Funsnap is tilting like it did the first time. This is definitely no. That's bad. I'm going to cut it off, cut it back on. At least it lets me do that. That's off. That's back on, and it's level. Good. Alright. Alright, so this is the area I was thinking about flying. I know that sun's kind of bright. Whoa. Whoa. I'm stepping in very mushy mud. It's half frozen, half not. Very mushy. Wow, this place has changed a lot. None of this was here. Oh, yes, it was. I remember now. Very cool space. Or place, I should say. Right up in here, there's a bit of a loop that I'm hoping it's not looking good. It's a little more grown up than what I thought, from what I remembered. It's so tight through here. There's a couple big opening areas like this one, but then it just gets crazy. Maybe I'll try one pack. See how it goes. Let's do that. Let's try one pack. Alright, we're gonna run one pack through this crazy little wooded area and see how it goes. Be right back. This is crazy. We're probably gonna break something, but here we go. Yeah, we're gonna bail on this idea. It's just too dense. Too many trees, too many bushes. I'll just head to the field, I guess. Oh well, I wasn't expecting to be able to fly here anyway. I was hoping, but wasn't really expecting it. Alright, so that didn't go quite as planned. It's okay. It's just a little too dense out here for me to be flying at my skill level. I'm not quite there yet. Some of you, sure, y'all could have handled this without a problem at all. Me, not so much. That's okay. Alright, one thing I'm going to say right now. I think this Funsnap gimbal can be usable for certain things, especially if you're not moving around a whole lot. But I don't know if you noticed, it's kind of tilted right now, and it shouldn't be. There's no reason for it to be. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Well, it's getting worse. So that's kind of a bad thing. This is the second one I've got. The first one, the mode buttons weren't working. Like, it won't even stay on me. On the first one, the mode buttons weren't working, and it was doing this weird angle stuff. And this one, the mode buttons are working. But as you can see, you're now looking at me all cockeyed. And it's getting worse. It's weird. I'm going to cut it off, cut it back on. And we're back and we're level. For now. So, sure, you might be able to use it. But the mechanics of it, the physics of it, they're off. Something's not right. They're just not where they should be. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk up to the field and get a little fly time in. That didn't go so good either. Alright, we made it to the field. No more crazy shit. No more flying through the woods. Let's hit the sky. Alright, that was some crazy shit, broke some props. I got new props on. These are actually 50-45Cs rather than my 50-50s that I was using. So, alright, we're gonna get in there. We got one last pack to play around with, and we'll fly that and call it a day. Alright, and we're back. We just had a nice little flight, a few little not so nice flights through the woods, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, I'm back on the Funsnap gimbal. Man, I want this thing to be good, I really do, but I can't give it a good review, guys. I can't. Right now, the angle of the camera is tilted. It's supposed to be like this, and it's like this. That's not good. Cut it off. Cut it back on. And we're level, mostly. So I can't really give this thing a good review. What I'm going to say is it was cheap. I think it was like 50 something bucks. $50, $60. And these things usually run anywhere from like $150 to $300 to $400, $500. They get up there, so gotta figure you're gonna get a little bit of what you pay for there. I think you can get some use out of it. You're just gonna have to keep turning it off and on to really get it to be level. And when it does stabilize. It does do a pretty good job of keeping the bounces, most of the bounces out of your video and stuff. And it's much better than if you were holding it in your hand. Except if you're holding it in your hand, you wouldn't tilt your hand at an angle.